election's 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on where we are right now as a country with two candidates that are just so unpopular?
Yeah, it's very frustrating to me, Andy. I'm disappointed for the American people because let's be realistic. It's not going to have an effect upon my life who wins the presidency. But I feel bad for hard-working American people. And I've always voted Democrat my entire life. But I'm having a hard time pulling the trigger for her. She might be a wonderful person. I don't know. But there's so many negatives about her. Like I say, I've always voted Democratic my entire life. And I got to make a decision because I take my vote very seriously. So right now I haven't made a decision if I'm going to vote or not. But if I vote, I'm going to vote Democratic. But it's going to be it's just something about her that makes me uncomfortable. And clearly I can't vote for the other guy.
Why have you already ruled out Donald Trump?
Well, I think that he has been divisive, very divisive. I think I live in Arizona. I think the Hispanic people are amazing. I think when people talk about illegal immigration, I think it does them a disservice. I think they're amazing. That's my biggest problem talking about building a wall. I think the Hispanics are amazing people living in Arizona and they get a bad rap. But I think I always want to be inclusive. He talks about the Muslim. To label all Muslims with a blanket, I think is disrespectful. Clearly, some of them are not good people. So every ethnic group got some fools. But to label all Muslims the same with a blanket as terrorists, I think that's disrespectful.
That video that came out of him and Billy Bush
Yeah.
on that bus, he called it locker room talk. Did you ever experience talk like that in the locker room?
Well, let me say this. I have a daughter, so I'm against any form of sexual harassment or sexual assault. I want to make that perfectly clear. I'm against any form of sexual assault or sexual harassment. But in the locker room, I've heard things and I've said things myself that I would not want to be repeated publicly. For people to act like they haven't heard stuff in the locker room, I think is disingenuous. I have heard things in the locker room that I would not want to be said publicly, and I've said things in the locker room I would not want to be heard publicly.